Country music is back in Virginia Beach. The brand new Beach It Music Festival lands on the sand this weekend, bringing some of the hottest names in country to the oceanfront for the first time since Patriotic Festival left the city. The three-day festival's lineup is jam-packed with talent, headlined by Miranda Lambert, Rhett, and Luke Bryan, and padded with other popular performers like Cole Swindell, Nate Smith, Megan Maroney, and so many more. We've got a fun special plan for you today, and we'll get you ready for Beach It with a look at everything that you need to know. You'll hear from some of the performers too, like Kip Moore, who says he can't wait to take the stage.
Personally, I can't envision a more special spot to be in, to come to Virginia Beach and provide people levity for 6 hours with all of us play. I mean, that is a special, special thing.
We also have you covered on the logistics, from the best ways to get to the oceanfront to the best foods to eat while you're there, plus what you can enjoy beyond the music, and even a special guest who will join me to talk about what you can expect. But first and foremost, Beach It is about celebrating country music, and it's a full circle experience for Alana Springsteen. The Virginia Beach native will perform in her hometown, and we got the chance to talk to her back in February when the festival's lineup was first announced.
It's proof that I'm living my dream, and every day that I get to inspire those dreams in other people is me living my purpose. I can't wait to be a part of it.
Alana Springsteen is set to perform on the main stage Sunday around 2:25, and coming up in a little bit, we'll hear from more of your favorite country music artists and who you'll see on the stage this weekend at Beach It. But before we get to that, we want to make sure that we go over the specifics that you need to know about before you actually go to the festival. Emily Harrison takes a look at what you can bring, what you need to know about getting in, and an important piece of information about paying for things when you're there.
Now, this three-day festival is only a few days away, and if you're planning on going, make sure that you bring a credit card or something like that with you. It can be Apple Pay or even Google Pay, because this festival is going to be completely cashless. Something pretty cool is that you can also pay for things using the cashless system on your wristband. There are also a few other things you need to know before you go. It's the first time Beach It is coming to the Virginia Beach oceanfront. Tens of thousands of people will pack the beach to see their favorite country musicians. For people attending and purchased a general admission wristband, you'll only be able to exit and re-enter the festival up to 3 times a day. VIP ticket holders have unlimited re-entry. Now remember, you can bring some items inside, but you have to make sure that they are on the list. For example, you can bring this sunscreen inside, but not this one. No aerosol cans will be allowed inside the festival. You can also not bring any alcohol, blankets, or any type of weapons inside. But you can bring beach chairs, sunglasses, hats, and even towels. There are a few rules with some of the items. You cannot save spaces using extra towels, and chairs must be set up in the designated chair zone. Chairs also cannot be placed at the main stage or in the VIP section. You can also bring a bag with you, but remember, these bags must be no bigger than a fanny pack or clutch. Clear bags are also welcome, but they can't be bigger than 15 by 23 centimeters. If you're planning on bringing any of these allowed items into the festival, remember that you can get a locker for them. The lockers are going to be available right now online. You just need to go to the Beach It website. It's going to cost you about $25 per day or $60 for the next 3 days of the festival. And remember, there's even going to be a charger inside the locker so that you can make sure that your phone has plenty of battery. In Virginia Beach, I'm Emily Harrison, 13 News Now.
Gates for Beach It will open around 1 o'clock each day, and the festival will end around 11 each night. Here's a look at the map of the grounds for the festival. The main entrance and exit is on the sand between 7th and 8th Streets. The VIP entrance is a little further up on the boardwalk between 4th and 5th Streets. You can see those circled in blue on your screen. And just like with something in the water, there are 2 stages. The main stage is on the sand at 3rd Street. There's also the Next from Nashville stage between 6th and 7th Streets, where you can catch some up-and-coming performers. There are water refill stations near the merch tent by 5th Street near the main entrance, and in the VIP section. You can bring a reusable water bottle and stay hydrated for free. You do need a festival pass to get into any of those spaces. And if you have a general admission pass, like Emily said, you can only enter the festival grounds 3 times per day. Now, to get into the festival grounds, you're going to need a wristband, and the prices on those vary. Dan Kennedy explains how much it could cost you and what you'll get access to.
There are a few different options for the beach at passes. Most are 3 days, but just this week, single-day passes went on sale. The general admission 3-day pass is going for $269 right now, plus fees. That'll get you access to the sand, to the food, to vendors, and also a number of non-music activities throughout the festival. There are also single-day general admission passes. Those are selling for $99 a pop, and that includes all fees. Those get you the same access as the 3-day GA pass, but you'll have to select them for the specific day that you want. You won't get a wristband for those passes. VIP passes, meanwhile, those will cost you $919 plus fees. Those get you access to everything a GA pass would get you, plus complimentary beverages, including alcohol, also access to the VIP viewing area and a shaded spot on the boardwalk, plus exclusive entrance and exit with unlimited re-entry, private AC in the restrooms, and some VIP only food vendor options there. Finally, there are the VIP reserved seat passes. Those are $1,169. That gets you the same amenities as a VIP pass plus a reserved seat. The prices for all the 3-day passes will only go up as the festival gets closer. Wave 3 pricing begins June 22nd. That's when general admission passes also go up to $299. VIP will go up to $939, and VIP Reserve will go up to $1,199. Now, a few more notes to pass along here for you. There are discounts available for active duty military, veterans, and first responders. It's too late to pay with a layaway plan, so you got to pay for the whole thing up front. And it's also too late to get those passes shipped to you. You'll need to pick them up at the box office near 8th Street and the Boardwalk, Thursday, June 22nd until Sunday, June 25th. The specifics are all on the Beach It website, the app, and on 13newsnow.com. Back to you.
When it comes to traffic at the Oceanfront this weekend, you're really not going to see too much in terms of closures. Nothing like we saw with something in the water. But what you will see are closures that are minor closures, like at 3rd Street down to the Rudy Inlet. You'll see that be closed, or the Rudy Loop, I should say. You'll see that be closed. Now, the actual festival is happening between 3rd Street all the way up to 8th Street. So this stretch of the Oceanfront is where that festival is happening. We'll see closures also from 5th Street south, so just be ready for that. If you're a resident in the area, you already know you need that pass to kind of access your home in the area. As far as Atlantic Avenue and Pacific Avenues go, I'm not seeing any closures, but what you will see, heavy congestion. Be ready for that down at the Oceanfront. We're seeing a lot of festival goers come toward the Oceanfront, especially from 1st Street up to about 12th Street. So expect those heavy delays out that way. If you don't have to head to the Oceanfront, I probably wouldn't. If you are heading to the Oceanfront but you're not driving your own car, you're taking a rideshare service like Lyft or Uber, the drop-off point for that will be between 9th and 12th Street, and then you'll walk down. Again, the festival grounds start at 8th Street and extend all the way down to 3rd. Now, if you're thinking about staying at the Oceanfront for the festival, you should book your hotel room soon. With tens of thousands of people expected this weekend, John Zirkle with the Virginia Beach Hotel Association says rooms could fill up fast. Right now, he says there's about a 75% occupancy rate, but thinks that numbers will only go up as we get closer to the weekend. And he says not all those people staying in the hotels are from out of the area. People from Hampton Roads are making this a weekend staycation and enjoying the Beach It Festival.
Anticipate the weekend, as long as the weather holds, knock on wood as I say that, it'll be just a jam-packed weekend at the beach.
He says events like Beach It generate a large tax revenue for the city, and he hopes large festivals keep coming back to the beach. Well, anytime a big event like this comes to town, it brings a lot of money with it. Something in the Water, the Old Patriotic Festival, the Shamrock Marathon, to name a few. Ann Spracco looks into how much money Virginia Beach gets off of these types of festivals and how much they typically bring to the Virginia Beach Oceanfront.
It's a big event on many people's minds.
We've done festival after festival after festival.
The Beach It Festival is building up excitement at the Virginia Beach oceanfront as country music stars get ready to take center stage.
Each festival seems to be generating anywhere from 20,000 to 50,000 people to our resort and our city. And that's incredible.
Many people walking along the oceanfront tell me they are really excited for the Beach It Festival to come to Virginia Beach. Now, association leaders are getting ready for another round of business.
The big country music lineup is hoping to make up for the city's loss of the Patriotic Festival to Norfolk. In the past, at pre-pandemic levels, Patriotic Fest brought in one of the lowest revenues compared to other festivals in Virginia Beach at approximately $6.5 million. That's according to the city's economic impact analysis. Business owner and president of the Atlantic Avenue Association, Dee Nachnani, says he hopes this new opportunity will present bigger numbers.
The economic impact is going to be interesting, and it's going to take a few months for us to study at the city of Virginia Beach, and I'm sure there will be positive numbers that show that impact of 25,000, 50,000, 90,000 consumers that are coming into the city of Virginia Beach.
Virginia Beach Mayor Bobby Dyer said this festival adds to the growing list of new events that are coming to the oceanfront. Earlier in June, Jackalope brought tens of thousands of people to the resort city, and Dyer says he expects a similar turnout for Beach It. He says Virginia Beach has something for everyone to enjoy, whether it's the beach, the return of something in the water, sand soccer, or the Coastal Edge Still Pier Classic. Dyer said he's proud of the progress the city's making.
We got a lot of plans for the future to make sure that, Virginia Beach is a lot of people's destination. Not only the tourists, but our locals to come here too and enjoy their beach also.
Dyer hopes to make the Beach It Festival a legacy event in Virginia Beach. And business owners and employees at the oceanfront are gearing up for a busy weekend. Photojournalist Denzel Brown talked to staff at the Sweet Spot and Chicks on the Beach about how they're getting ready.
I'm always excited when there's an event at the oceanfront. We're always prepared for something busy. We just never know if we're going to have a slow day or because of our store, our lines are going to be around the corner. So every day we're prepared to have
a normal business as usual, just going with the flow of everything, considering this is the first time that we're even experiencing Beach It. We're already fully staffed every single day in hopes that it's always going to be a busy day, and we've been great with business. We do anticipate a busier day, a busier weekend next weekend, and normal staffing as usual. I'm hoping to get everybody that hasn't experienced a Chicks experience, people that aren't familiar with the Virginia Beach oceanfront restaurants, and then in hopes that they will keep coming back for more if they've never experienced before.
Well, with thousands of people coming to the oceanfront, safety and security are top of mind. Virginia Beach police say they've had success keeping people safe at other big events this year, like Something in the Water and Jackalope, and they're ready to do it again. Allison Basil talked to a police sergeant about their plan.
Gates are going up and stages are taking shape on the sand for the first ever Beach It Country Music Festival at the Virginia Beach oceanfront.
So similar to Something in the Water, we want everybody to come and have fun.
Another three-day festival in the resort area means big crowds, and Virginia Beach police plan to have all hands on deck.
We have canceled days off and restricted leave, so we will all be down here and throughout the city because we're not going to leave our city empty.
Sergeant Nicole Cosmas with the department's Special Events Unit says this time around, traffic impacts to Atlantic Avenue will mainly focus on 5th Street to 1st Street.
The big difference is not shutting down Atlantic Avenue because Something in the Water had one of their main gates going into the festival from the western side of Atlantic.
Sergeant Cosmas says Beach It organizers hired about 3 security companies to work inside the venue, but Virginia Beach police officers will cover the surrounding area.
So you'll have bikes during the day, you'll have bikes during the night, and then we'll also have a large amount of officers on foot as well as UTVs or ATVs on the beach.
Sergeant Cosmas says they are ready to welcome the country music crowds.
But we're not here to throw the hammer on everybody. We want them to come down, have fun, And again, if we meet an issue, we'll assess it. Allison Basil, 13 News Now.
Police officers will have extra help in the form of security cameras and a speaker system throughout the resort area. They use them during the last day of Something in the Water to alert people about that tornado warning in the area. And if you decide to make your way to the Beach It Festival this weekend, you may notice something new on Atlantic Avenue. Virginia Beach has a new police substation on 21st Street, which used to be home to the Box Bar. Construction on this project started last year and just wrapped up. 2nd Precinct Captain Harry McBrien says any first responder can use the space while working at the Oceanfront. The goal is to increase police presence in the area and provide an area to work on reports and meet with business owners.
You know, the Atlantic Avenue Association, the hotel, restaurant associations, everybody's just excited and they're very welcoming. You know, we worked well over the past couple of years, but this is kind of like the culmination of all that coming together and just seeing the efforts.
He says if anyone has an emergency or just wants to ask a question, they are welcome to stop by the substation. We have a lot more to get to in this special. Coming up, hear from one of the performers that you'll see this weekend.
I would love that so much if that actually happened.
Find out what Kip Moore hopes to see as he takes the stage Friday night. Plus, Jimmy Ray Dunn from 97.3 The Eagle will join me to talk about what fans can look forward to. And we'll go through what else there is to enjoy beyond the music, from the food to the activities, and even your chance to find love.
Hoops. They're everywhere, especially when it comes to banking. Lots of banks offer you big promises with their checking accounts, but there's always a hoop to jump through. At Langley, we don't like hoops. Our smart checking offers great features like getting your paycheck up to 3 days early, no monthly fees, and no minimum balances. No hoops, just straightforward banking with Langley. Open your smart checking account today.
No one is going to know your community like your local TV news station, and that is 13 News Now.
Telling stories fairly, accurately.
Taking a look at the issues that affect the way that we live.
Telling the stories of our neighbors, giving information with context and perspective.
This is what is affecting us. This is what makes us happy. This is what makes us sad. This is what motivates us.
Tune into the Stories of Now, weeknights at 6.
Welcome back to our Beach It Festival preview on 13 News Now Plus. This weekend, some of the hottest names in country music are coming right here to Virginia Beach for the first ever Beach It Festival. One performer that people are getting excited for is Kip Moore. He's scheduled to perform Friday night at 5:15, and I was able to sit down with Kip and find out what he's excited for.
I haven't been to Virginia Beach in a little bit, So I'm definitely stoked to get back.
Country artist Kip Moore says he's ready to take the stage Friday night for the first ever Beach It Music Festival in Virginia Beach.
If we leave people with that euphoric feeling, which I think we will, you will see this festival grow every single year. And there's something special when you knew that you were a part of the first. So I think that it's like that with any time you're part of the first.
For Moore, his performance is special.
We are a 100% live band. We're not strapped to a computer. I kind of just let the crowd take me where it wants to take me.
A fan's experience is something he keeps at the forefront of his mind.
I could give you just the straight up, yeah, I'm stoked. Can't wait to play for the fans. But to me, it's so much more than that. There's a lot of uncertainty in so many fronts in life right now. And I think that anytime you can come somewhere and provide people a 2-hour, 3-hour, 4-hour, 6-hour, whatever this is going to be, escape.
But it's not just an escape for you.
Just like they're going through their own trials and tribulations, it's like we all are too. You know, we all have internal struggles that are happening. And when we walk on that stage, it's our release the same way it's theirs. So they have the ability to take us to heights sometimes that we didn't know we could get to as a band. There's been quite a few shows already this year where I've looked around and I haven't seen a single fall out, you know, for 3, 4, 5 songs, and that is a special thing.
A special thing that he's ready to experience at Beach It.
My hope is that we are all very present in the moment together, and that, you know, we're all aware of what a gift it is that we all are able to do that. We all have our health, and we all, you know, can join together, and we don't have to distance from each other, you know?
As far as his set list, he said he's ready to go wherever the crowd takes him. And Kip Moore is one of the bigger names performing this weekend at Beach It. But the festival will bring a lot of talented country music artists to Virginia Beach. So who better to break down what to expect than Jimmy Ray Dunn from 97.3 The Eagle. Jimmy, thanks for joining us.
Oh, it's so much fun. You know, I used to work here, right?
Yeah, you told me that.
So this is like bringing back memories of my TV stint.
And now you're back to talk about Beach It. We have a big lineup coming.
Yeah.
What are your opinions on this lineup?
Oh my gosh, this is going to be, radio stations across the country are sending listeners as winners to this festival.
Oh, really? Okay.
I mean, it's a destination now, and I think that's what Live Nation wanted in the beginning is, let's create a big festival that people from all over the country are going to want to come to.
Absolutely.
And that's what's happening now, too, so.
They absolutely did that. I mean, Luke Bryan, Miranda Lambert, you start like Thomas Rhett, you keep going. You have people who aren't even headlining, like Cole Swindell.
And Jody Messina, who, of course, Cole Swindell made a couple $1 million off of her song. And I'm hopeful that they'll perform Heads Carolina, Tails California together. So that'll
Yes, and I was talking earlier to some other people about what we could see here, and they were saying definitely expect some collabs with some of these artists on the stage. What are you thinking we might see?
Well, I'm hoping for the Jody and Cole thing, but you never know because they're all buds. And when they tour together, they play practical jokes on each other, and it's like a lot of families that I've been a part of in my past. You know, it's a big family of country music musicians, much more so than any other format, I think.
Yeah.
And so, anybody could climb on stage with anybody else at this show. So there's a little mystery as to who that's going to be. But whoever it is, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Going to be a good time. Everyone knows the headliners, but you and I have been talking. There are some names on this list that maybe you might not know.
Right.
But you might want to go check out. Who are some of those people we should keep an eye on?
Well, Aaron Kinsey, we have the Eagles Nest Rock and Country Bar in Chesapeake that we bring up-and-comers to.
Yeah.
Kelsey Ballerini was one. Chris Stapleton played there. All these stars that play at at our club and then blow up.
Yeah.
And so we bring in these people that maybe you haven't heard of before. And Aaron Kinsey is one of those. She's played at the Eagles Nest. Pillbox Patty is an assumed identity from a very talented songwriter who wrote One Night Standard for Ashley McBryde.
Wow.
And she's awesome. She's going to be there on Friday. Then Mackenzie Carpenter, she went viral on TikTok, as do so many up-and-coming stars. George Burge is another one that he had his own career on TikTok, and so much response that record companies said, oh my gosh, let's sign that guy.
Yeah.
And the same with Mackenzie too. So it's an interesting collection of new talent. But when you're watching this side stage, Next from Nashville stage, and the people on that stage, you could be watching the next Chris Stapleton or Kelsey Ballerini. I mean, it's just so interesting, and there's always new artists coming into the format, and they're all so good. And it's just exciting to watch, and meet these people.
And it's one of those things, you buy these tickets, you get ready for this festival. You don't want to just go see the 8 o'clock show.
No.
You should go for the whole experience.
Oh, absolutely.
And catch these acts at their beginning, their start, and say you were there for that.
Absolutely. And the wonderful thing, too, about the Beach It Country Music Festival, and any country show, actually, family friendly.
Yeah.
It sounds like I'm trying to sell tickets here, but I'm not. I'm just saying country shows in general are just very family friendly. Great time down at the oceanfront. What better venue is there in this area than the oceanfront? So it's going to be a lot of fun and family friendly. It's going to be something to look forward to.
And speaking of family, we do have a local that's performing in this, Alana Springsteen.
Right.
She's also one of those up-and-comers that we should keep an eye on, not only for our locals, but for just the country scene itself.
Absolutely, and she's playing on Sunday. So when you're on the main stage, you've made it past up-and-comers. You're actually upping now. You're on the way. And so we're very excited for Alana.
Absolutely. Anything else you want to add about Beach It and why it's so important for our community?
Well, besides the economic impact for Virginia Beach, but for country music, I mean, it just does nothing but help country music in our area. And people that aren't as familiar with country music but like a good time are going to come down, and they're going to catch the fever too. So it's just going to grow the listenership in this area. The people that love country music, downloads are going to, pop, and it's going to be cool. So it just broadens the format in southeastern Virginia. I think it's a good thing.
And I got to ask you, you are a resident kind of country expert here. Who are you most excited for on this list?
In my whole career, and that's been in country since '91, I've never seen Miranda Lambert perform.
What?
I know, right? I remember the first time I ever saw her, she was the little wafy dressed person over in the corner no one wanted to talk to. And she blew up into what we know as Miranda Lambert now. But I've never seen her perform, and I love her to death. So that's exciting.
Now is your time.
Absolutely.
You're going to finally see Miranda Lambert.
Absolutely I am, and I'm looking forward to it.
I am too. This is such a good lineup, such a good time for our area. Jimmy, thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Talking
all things Beach It. We're excited. I know you guys are excited. It's going to be a good time here. So thank you so much.
And we have tons of tickets to give away on the Eagle all week long.
That's not a bad thing.
3-day passes. Every day we're giving 3 pair away this week.
Okay. So. Jimmy, thank you so much for joining us. And like any good festival, Beach It will be about more than just music. It's all about the overall experience. Eugene Daniel tells us more about what else people can enjoy.
People going to Beach It can take advantage of some fun events throughout the weekend. Fashion is huge at any festival, and people will go all out with their outfits, and at Beach It, VIP guests can take that creativity one step further. There will be a body marbling station. Again, this is just for VIP pass holders, but it's free, and you can get the unique body paint to accentuate your outfit. Another way to spice up your outfit, do a little shopping while you're there. Different vendors will set up shop at Craft Vendor Village, selling things like jewelry, hats, and more. That will be near the Next from Nashville stage, where some up-and-coming artists will perform throughout the festival. All right, so how about this? If you're going to Beach It solo, alone, you may want to sign up for the festival's dating game. Guests 21 and older can apply to win a date and an upgrade to VIP. The game is described as Love is Blind, but quicker. The application asks questions like, what's your best feature? What's your dream date? And what you look for in a partner. The game will be played Saturday afternoon just before 4, so you'd have plenty of time in the festival to get to know your date and plenty of music still to enjoy. Applicants who are chosen will hear from a Beach It team member about what to do. Sounds fun. Back to you.
Sounds fun, and our producer Emily signed up for it, so I'm wishing her the best of luck. Hey, Beach It is also a great chance to try and enjoy different foods and drinks. There will be some local restaurants offering up good eats, but they're also coming from other parts of Virginia and the Mid-Atlantic. Angelique Garantag has a look at some of the unique options on the menu.
Food vendors are showing up from near and far to get involved with the inaugural Beach It Country Music Festival. Locally based restaurants and food trucks like El Taco Loco, Kitchenfinity, Lovables, and Waterman's are all getting a piece of the pie. They'll have smaller menus available at the festival, but they'll have you covered with things like tacos, sliders, specialty French fries, rice bowls, and more. There are also some vendors coming down from other parts of Virginia. 1115 Mobile Kitchen from Richmond is serving up chicken sandwiches and nuggets. Bunned Up from Northern Virginia has different kinds of bao buns, rice bowls, and more. And for your sweet tooth cravings, check out Bud & Bakery, also from Nova. They'll have cookies, cakes, ice cream, and more with a healthy twist. But it's not just Virginia being represented at Beach It. And Lobster is based in Charleston, South Carolina. They'll be serving up lobster rolls and mac and cheese with lobster or crab. It's a similar menu at Lobster Rolls and More, based in Pennsylvania. They've got your seafood cravings covered, and Mazamia's is heading from one beach to another, bringing pizza and carnival classics like funnel cakes, corn dogs, and deep fried Oreos from Tampa Bay to Virginia Beach. You can check out all the participating food vendors and their full festival menus at the Beach It website. We have it linked on 13newsnow.com.
And as you can tell, there's a lot to be experienced this weekend at Beach It, the same company that organizes big country music festivals like Tortuga and Tidal Wave is putting this one together. I caught up with Brian O'Connell this week. He's the president of Country Music Touring and Country Festivals for Live Nation. And he told me, even if you've been to country music festivals before, you'll be surprised when you get to Beach It.
Take all of your preconceived notions and throw them out the window. This is not a festival like anything else that you've ever seen in Virginia Beach. It is a country music festival that really will change your mind about how it's run and how the experience is, and give it a shot. Come on down, try it out.
O'Connell says one thing that's sure to take you by surprise is the size of this festival. The main stage that's being used is actually the same one that was recently used at CMA Fest in Nashville. The production is sure to be impressive. And before we wrap things up, we have a few really important reminders for you, especially if you've never been to a festival like this before. It's important that you don't put your wristband on until you head to the festival. Once you tighten that wristband, you won't be able to loosen it. Don't damage it, stretch it, alter it, or remove it until the festival is over. There's a $10 fee to replace a wristband for any reason. And make sure to register your wristband. You can do that on the festival's website and link it only to you. And when you do register, you can select the cashless option and link your credit or debit card to the wristband. Then you'll be able to pay for things with your wristband, and you don't have to worry about setting up a PIN. You don't have to worry, you'll set up a PIN, so if you lose that wristband, people won't be able to snag it and buy things with it unless they know that PIN number. And there are a couple things you can't do at the festival. Here's a quick run through. You can't smoke on the beach. You can't try to see the shows for free by anchoring a boat near the festival or hanging out on the boardwalk. Authorities will be in the water patrolling. We saw it at something in the water too. And boardwalk access will be limited only to people with those wristbands. And you won't be able to jump in the water to cool off. Ocean access will be restricted inside the venue. And keep up with important festival updates by using the Beach It app. You can download it for free from the App Store or Google Play. It includes the schedule, other activities, maps, and the lineup, and so much more. You can also register your wristband on that app and sign up for notifications in case there are any important updates that you need to know during the festival. You can also text Beach It to the number that you see currently on your screen. That's 67283. That'll sign you up for text message updates. Again, that's text Beach It to 67283. Well, that'll do it for our Beach It special. Thank you so much for watching. I don't know about you, but I am ready for this weekend. Again, the inaugural Beach It Music Festival runs from June 23rd to the 25th. If you go, take photos and share them with us by texting them to 757-628-6200. You may see your pictures that you take and send to us on air or online. Thank you again for watching. From all of us at 13 News Now, I'm Bethany Reese.